Hey you guys, in today's video I have a recipe for you called sopes. They are a very budget-friendly meal idea and they taste really delicious. So stick around if you're interested in seeing how to make them. I needed some non-copyrighted music, but I couldn't find any. So I had to make my own and I have no idea what I'm doing. First thing, we need some maseca. So this is the masa that I'm using. This is the Maseca. It says for tamal, but they're all really the same. I know it seems like a mystery of which one that you want to choose. And if you have a personal preference, then, you know, the only difference really, I think one might be a finer grind, and then some is yellow corn or white corn, but really they're all nixtamalized and cooked already in the alkaline solution to make them have like a nuttier flavor. Yeah. So they're already instant. It's got to say instant because there is some other one that's not cooked. It's a matter of personal preference when it comes to, I got this one because excuse me, it was on sale and they all work the same. So I'm just adding a little bit of salt and then we're just gonna mix it around to get it really well mixed before we start adding our warm water. This is really easy, guys, and this recipe was requested by one of my subscribers. Hi Leslie Marie, thank you so much for requesting this. This meal was delicious. My husband was happy. He always teases me and say, oh, it's a happy video day, because I cook better when I have my video, when I'm recording for my videos. On the other days we have hot dogs. That's not a lie. But anyways, these things came out really good. So yes, thank you Leslie for getting this on the ball. To be honest, I always wait for my mother-in-law to come over so she can pinch the hot masa because I don't really like that part. So I did it today. It's actually not that bad. It's a labor of love and they turn out great. So once the masa is nice and mixed up, we're gonna go ahead and start adding the warm water. And in the meantime, while my daughter's working the masa, I'm gonna start browning some meat. And I'm just using hamburger. You can use whatever you want. What you choose to put on your sopes is a matter of preference, but the way that I was taught, we always made picadillo. I have made a video on picadillo. If you haven't seen it, be sure to check it out. I'll leave the little icon thing somewhere on the screen here, as well as I will put the link in the description below. It's pretty basic. You brown some meat, toss in some onion, carrots, pepper, salt. I sweat that for a bit and I will add some potato later on. And now for the masa, you want to dig a little well in the middle where you can pour your warm water in, and you want to add this little by little. What we're looking for is a consistency that it's just going to be thoroughly wet, but when you make a ball of masa in your hand and you smash it, if the ends have a crack, then you need to add a little bit more water. Don't worry, I will show you when we reach that point. In the meantime, I chopped up some potato and I am adding that to the picadillo now that the onions and carrots have had a chance to sweat. You're still needing quite a bit more water. A lot more water. Okay, so here's the masa so far. So you want to put it into a ball. And it still needs a little bit more water to see how it's splitting on the sides.
Yeah.
Okay, so next we're gonna make a little vinegar thing. It's onion and some oregano, and I'm putting white distilled vinegar. And this is just a condiment that goes on top. It tastes really good. I know it's kind of weird, and I usually use the red onion, but I didn't have any, so I'm just using white today. Okay, I apologize. This is really out of frame here, but the masa has reached the point where it's not cracking on the sides when you flatten it anymore. So go ahead and flatten out a couple of sopes, or you could just roll the balls out. I already have the stove heated up, so I'm just flattening out 3 just to get onto the stove right now, and I will show you how that goes. So here's the 3 sopes. Well, these are gorditas right now. Here's the 3 gorditas that I have ready, and I'm putting them onto the very hot comal, and you just want to toast them on both sides. So I'm checking them right now, but they are not ready. What we're looking for is more of a toasted color. So I will show you what that looks like when we get it. So it's been a few minutes and I'm going to go ahead and check, and yep, these are good. So you see how it has that nice toasty color on there? That's perfect. So I'm just gonna go ahead and flip all of these. It looks like my my comal is not heated very evenly, but that's okay. I'll just move them around. So these are good, and we're gonna toast it on both sides, and then we'll remove them from the heat. Sometimes my kids just like to have them like this, like little gorditas with some rice and beans, and I don't mind when they eat dinner like that. It tastes good. You can split it open and put some cheese in there, whatever you want, lettuce, any kind of stuff. Plus, I also do this when we're out of tortillas and I just have the masa. I don't have a tortilladora to smash the tortillas, so I just will make gorditas and call it dinner. So in this area, I'm in better framing. So this is what I do. I'm just gonna smash. The other gorditas are on the stove right now. So what I'm doing is I'm just rolling the balls of masa. So that way, when those are done, I can smash these and put them on the comal, and we can get these banged out. So here are little bolitas just waiting to turn into gorditas, and the other gorditas are on the comal getting nice and toasty, and these are done, so they're nice and toasted on both sides. So I'm going to remove them from the heat, and I'm just going to put them onto my cutting board thingy, and then it's time to start smashing these other gorditas and putting them onto the stove. Pinched them and I forgot to hit record. I gotta wait till these ones are done to catch it on video for you guys. So I just give this a quick flip. They're nice and toasted on both sides, and they're almost done. Actually, they're toasted on one side. I'm toasting them on the other side. Okay, they look pretty done. So I will remove them from the heat and I will show you how to pinch them. And they have to be pinched while they're hot, or else they'll start ripping. So yeah, get ready for pain. But yeah, so while they're hot, you have to pinch the sides, and it does hurt if you get your finger stuck into the hot masa, but I'm just trying to work fast and switch fingers, so I'm working with my index and my thumb, and then I'll start working with my two middle fingers. And when I switch like that, it kind of gave the burning fingers a rest. But just moving as quickly as possible, trying to pinch these and getting it done. Now, to go with these sopes, you have to have salsa. And so what I'm doing is I'm taking one chile de árbol. I took off the little stem piece and dumped out as many seeds as I could. I don't really mind having the seeds in there, and I'm sticking it into the hot oil. The oil should be hotter, but I'll just have to keep an eye on it. So next we're getting our tomatoes. I'm taking about two. I think I have two. I think I'm gonna put 3 tomatoes in here, a little clump of cilantro. I have already washed the veggies, and I'm gonna put a little bit of salt, a couple of cloves of garlic. I'm putting a lot of garlic, well, not a lot, it's 3, and plus the chile de árbol that we fried in our oil. And then I'm also putting just a little bit of water, not too much, and putting that all into the blender. Next, hopefully our oil is a little bit hotter. The last thing that we have to do is start frying the sopes. So just into the hot oil, and I like them to go for just a little bit. I don't like them too toasted or anything, but this gives a nice, well, fried taste. Everything that's fried, to me anyways, tastes really delicious. So these just have a nice little golden brown. They've got a wonderful crunch on them. So we'll fry these up and set them onto something to catch the oil. Something to catch the oil. So actually where I'm putting my sopes into is I'm putting them on the side. I'm sorry, I don't have a picture of it, but I put a little saucepan to the side, and I'm letting the oil from the sopes that we have cooked already drain off into the little saucepan, because I need just a little bit of oil to fry the salsa that we just made. So that is the next step. Into the pot the salsa goes. not shatter this.
Who did that?
What's that?
Somebody did my ice cream.
Oh, I did. We don't need it anymore. So these are the condiments that we're gonna serve it up with. I chopped a little bit of cabbage, and this is our green salsa. Well, actually, we made it with the regular tomatoes, but I guess the cilantro kind of turned it green. But yeah, it tastes really good. It's got a little bit of spice to it, so it's really nice to just put over the sopes. And then we have our vinegar, onion stuff, and yeah, it's a little bit spicy. It tastes really good though. It tastes good. And then I left a couple of the gorditas. I didn't pinch them or fry them. I just left them like that, just in case anybody wants a snack. And that's it. So the last thing that we need to do is plate these up. So you just put a few gorditas on the plate and top them with the picadillo. And you put all the stuff on them. I like putting the cabbage, just a little bit of cabbage, and some of the salsa. Go ahead and toss some of that vinegar and oregano onion mixture on top for a nice tang. And I forgot, I usually put a little bit of sour cream or the crema mexicana on top, and it tastes really, really good. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below if you like it, and thank you so much for watching. I needed some non-copyrighted music, but I couldn't find any, so I had to make my own, and I have no idea what I'm doing.